They expected scrap metal. What they found instead rewired how they understood the war. In 1942, as the Wehrmacht fought across North Africa and prepared for long campaigns in Europe, German troops began encountering a strange, light vehicle on the battlefield. It was small, crude, almost laughable by German standards. No armor to speak of, flat panels, exposed wheels. Compared to German half-tracks, staff cars, and motorcycles, it looked like a toy. It was the American Willys Jeep. At first, German soldiers didn't capture these vehicles during dramatic firefights. They found them abandoned, left behind during rapid Allied withdrawals, air raids, or chaotic night movements. Sometimes the engine was still warm. Sometimes the fuel tank was half full. To German mechanics trained in precision engineering, the Jeep looked like poor workmanship made real. They expected it to fail the moment they touched it. Instead, the engine started immediately. No adjustments, no tuning, no special tools. One mechanic later recalled that it felt wrong, as if a machine that simple shouldn't be able to function at all. They drove it cautiously at first, waiting for overheating, transmission failure, or suspension collapse. None came. They pushed it harder, over rocks, through sand, across shell-cratered ground. The Jeep kept moving. Its suspension flexed where German vehicles rattled apart. Its engine tolerated dust that would have destroyed finely tuned German motors. When something loosened or broke, it could be repaired with basic tools in minutes. German mechanics were unsettled, not impressed, but confused. German military engineering doctrine valued perfection, tight tolerances, specialized parts. Vehicles built for specific roles, used exactly as designed. The Jeep violated all of that. It wasn't refined. It wasn't elegant. It was blunt, and that made it dangerous. By late 1942, Wehrmacht mechanics began deliberately recovering captured Jeeps from battlefields. Some units even prioritized towing damaged Jeeps back to workshops instead of destroying them. Mechanics tested them side by side with German Kübelwagons and motorcycles. The results were uncomfortable. The Jeep could carry more, move faster off-road, cross terrain that stranded heavier vehicles. It could be driven by anyone with minimal training. And when it broke, parts could be swapped from almost any other Jeep. German reports began noting a troubling pattern. Jeeps weren't rare, they were everywhere. In North Africa, German units destroyed Allied vehicles during engagements only to see Jeeps reappear within hours or days. Unlike German vehicles, which required specialized recovery and repair units, Jeeps simply returned. New ones, identical ones, endless ones. By 1943, German mechanics were repainting captured Jeeps in gray, adding Balkan cruise markings, and fitting them with machine guns. Some officers preferred them over German vehicles for reconnaissance and liaison duties. Not because they were better machines, but because they were dependable. That was the moment things changed. German engineers began to realize the Jeep wasn't designed as a single vehicle. It was designed as part of a system. Every Jeep was interchangeable. Engines, axles, tires, transmissions. Lose one, replace it immediately. Break one, fix it quickly. This was not accidental, it was industrial warfare. Meanwhile, German vehicles were becoming increasingly complex. New designs were powerful but delicate. Precision manufacturing made repairs slow and difficult. Supply chains strained under Allied bombing. A single missing part could sideline a vehicle for weeks. The Jeep didn't care about precision, it cared about movement. In Italy, German units noticed that American formations stayed connected even under pressure. Infantry advanced with Jeeps nearby. Artillery observers repositioned rapidly. Commanders moved constantly. Wounded were evacuated faster. Ammunition arrived sooner. The Jeep was everywhere but never the focus. That made it invisible and unstoppable. By 1944, as Allied forces prepared for Normandy, German intelligence reports mentioned Jeeps repeatedly. Not as a weapon but as a multiplier. Destroy American armor, and the Jeeps still moved. Destroy supply dumps, and Jeeps rerouted around them. The battlefield no longer had a fixed shape. One German officer later wrote that fighting Americans felt like fighting motion itself. When the Normandy landings began, Jeeps poured onto the beaches by the thousands. German soldiers joked bitterly that if you destroyed an American tank, a Jeep would still drive past the wreck the next day carrying another officer, another radio, another plan. captured German mechanics admitted something few had expected at the start of the war. The Jeep wasn't impressive because of what it was. It was impressive because of what it represented. America didn't build vehicles to last forever. It built vehicles to be replaced, to be abused, to be sacrificed without slowing the advance. The Jeep embodied that philosophy perfectly. After the war, former Wehrmacht engineers studied American production methods with a mixture of frustration and admiration. They understood too late that simplicity wasn't weakness. It was speed, and speed, multiplied by industry, was decisive. Germany built machines to win battles. America built systems to win wars. So when Wehrmacht mechanics first laughed at that captured Jeep, they weren't laughing at a vehicle. They were laughing at the future one that